Oh, okay, I'm here. Okay. Okay. It is crazy, alright? I did not get notified that Death Battle would be doing something today. I did not get notified at all. So I am panic streaming, basically. Okay. This is panic streaming. Wow. I did not know it's happening today. I thought it was going to be happening next week, but okay. I'm just the dummy here. Okay. I'll be using this for reactions just in case someone says that I've... So, yeah. I'll be using this to, yeah, for reactions from now on. Stop. Okay, first off, Ruby versus Maka. I like both these characters equally. These two are really fun characters. I love Soul Eater. I love Ruby. I've not seen all of Ruby. I will eventually. What was it? The Microsoft Store went offline, so I was about to buy all of Ruby on the Microsoft Store, but that went kaput. So I only have like the couple first seasons. So this will do. This will be fun.
Ruby Road.
Before we start, I have to say I will be pausing throughout this because I'd rather have a discussion and talk about these things, and instead of just letting it play, I am not a replacement of any kind of this video. I am here for discussion, and if I do Death Battle reactions, it's only characters I like, and I have some stakes in. Stuff like Jorno versus Joker, Kyle versus, what's his name? Gurren Lagann. Man, Simon the Digger. I freaking suck at names sometimes. But I will be doing this. This is gonna be fun.
Versus Maka Albar.
The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job
They're
to analyze
cool.
their weapons,
What more do you
armor, and
want?
skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand.
Yet in the world of Remnant, fairy tales are real. Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous Grimm, and there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose.
Daughter to the world-renowned...
Ruby has such an amazing character design, by the way.
And there was nothing more exciting than that to
This is such a cool character design.
Ruby Rose.
I like it. It's awesome.
Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared. Little Red really wanted nothing more than to be a huntress.
Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent.
Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grim Reaper's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle.
A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grimm.
Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants. Despite it...
by the way, there's a really good mod of the Crescent Rose in a VR game I play called Blade and Sorcery. It is really fun, but it makes me, because it's really top heavy though, so it's barely usable unless you can gain momentum, so it's really interesting. It's an interesting weapon, because I do think scythes are overused in media. Like, it is really cool. They're really cool looking. Like, this looks really cool, but hella impractical.
Being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch.
Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grimm, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training. See, aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds.
It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand.
Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world. Fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count?
Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel.
A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not smartphone.
Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with White Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it! Team Ruby!
But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire. And with a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen.
Ruby's friends? Dead. Her school? Totally wrecked. Her sister? Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went way too far.
Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after.
But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world.
Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward.
Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Right. While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul, the semblance is an expression of their personality.
Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura. And Ruby's got super speed. Or a teleport? Or what is she doing exactly?
Close. This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds.
By literally bursting into petals.
Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the...
Other Mercury stuff Ruby made Pelverse before... So it's kind of like instant transmission. I never understood Petal Burst. It's just... I'm thinking just simplify it. It's just technically instant transmission. You just turn your molecules into ki basically and basically almost teleport it, but Ruby's is more not instantaneous, more weird. To be fair, this world to me doesn't to be fair, the Ruby world makes no sense and makes sense at the same time. That's the best way I can personally explain it. It's a technological wizardy world, and that makes my brain wrinkle. It's like sometimes it's the same way I don't like some parts of OG Dragon Ball, where it's like trying to explain magical stuff and technical stuff with just, I don't know, it just works.
The laws of mass entirely.
AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora's best girl, Ruby's Petal Burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely still. Good luck tagging her with a bullet or a breadstick.
She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning.
She's faster than Blake, who could keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus.
Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed.
So, that's impressive.
With such a powerful ability, Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope.
Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grimm spawned from. Just a wink and blam.
Am I stupid? But I don't remember this. Am I stupid?
Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness.
But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete
think
with all sorts
I'm
of
just getting
powerful
spoiled
magic
on a
and
lot of
mechanized
things I don't
foes.
know.
Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen.
Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras.
Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier.
She got over it. Look at her go!
Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for.
Today's battle is...
Okay. So, it's okay. An okay explanation. They've talked more about the lore and like the more about like they only talked about Petal Burst and briefly touched on the Silver Eyes that I don't fully remember. Maybe I missed it if I'm stupid. It's been like 2 years since I began watching Ruby, so to be fair, it's been an extremely hot minute for me. So, but they don't talk a lot about feats. They talk about other people's feats that she defeated, which to me is sometimes a cop-out. Sometimes. Not all the time, just rarely. But, I don't know. You don't pay me to do that.
Sounds evil souls dwell be right. A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
But all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin.
Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them.
Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death.
Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons.
AKA people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it.
Yeah, I love this concept. Your best friend could literally just become a sword. That's just really cool to me.
Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud.
And so, the demon weapon, Soul, was paired with the dutiful rising star, Maka Albarn.
Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump them.
As if Soul's any better. A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work.
Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon, he's a scythe. And he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Sight.
Which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, Maka always aims high.
With that common goal, Maka and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the Soul...
I love this fucking moon. I like the moon and sun. I love the world of Soul Eater. I just love Soul Eater so much. So, I don't know. Let's see. I haven't read the manga. I've only watched the anime. I really want to read the manga. The problem is I'd rather buy it than pirate it.
Easy, right?
Maybe, since Maka is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away, and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions.
Time for class then. The two trained hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so Maka guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. Maka's the Meister, Soul's the weapon.
Like conductor and instrumentalist, a Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation.
Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Sight status, F-.
Maka just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most.
Keyword, most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki.
Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you.
It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance.
What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment.
If
Death
the
Battle's
Meister's
just
the
talking
guitar
more
and the
about how
weapon's the
connected
amp,
they
then
are,
they
okay.
create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's soul resonance.
Soul resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed.
And preps them for cool sight moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil.
As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything.
It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever.
Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit.
Okay, that's a good
though
joke.
one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits.
And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz.
But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul.
Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano. Yep, Soul got infected with black blood.
Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin.
Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M.
A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world.
So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got sold in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy.
Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their soul resonance sings even louder through the black blood.
Giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Crota.
But evil saw their plans through. The Kishin Asura had arrived.
I like Krona.
Madness was spreading
character.
everywhere.
So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reach souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow.
Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him.
Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker.
And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka.
I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along.
But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood.
It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal!
At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio.
And they finally achieved Death Scythe! The dream's here, baby!
So when Krona...
Oh my god, okay. That's a lot of fucking information for me. Okay. So many variables, so many different things here. Okay. How is Ruby supposed to win? What? How is this fair? So... Okay. So Maka can just shut you down... Has impenetrable skin, basically, because you have the black dress and black blood. So, then... And they're faster than light, then... Huh. Split clouds and shatter the moon. So, what the fuck is Ruby supposed to do to this?
His own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake.
Rona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend Soul until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. timing bros.
In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishi.
And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect.
Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths.
Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop! Now that's what I call absolute cinema.
Because a sound soul dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 42 42 564 whenever you want to knock on death's door. Congratulations!
What is Ruby supposed to do? Okay, they didn't do much for Ruby, but they did everything for Maka, which is kind of unfair. But, what is Ruby supposed to do here? I guess, like, your petals are fast, but their reaction time's faster? The fuck is Ruby supposed to do? This seems clear cut and dry. Unless they're keeping something that I haven't seen from Ruby. Like, if there's something I've never seen before, is the only way I see this winning, which is insanely possible. Just, oh my god. Okay. Let me think. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm siding with, I'm 100% siding with, Maka here. It's not just out of bias or anything, I just think she straight up has the better win here. She has everything beat. The best thing, Ruby has intangibility, but even then, if you destroy every petal, you destroy Ruby, right? Okay.
It's to us.
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode 200.
Well, yeah, it's a big deal, so we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
Whoa.
Well, yeah,
Are
it's
they
a big
actually
deal,
selling
so
the
we've
peak
got a-
fiction? Absolutely. They are? Okay. I might buy that.
Big
I
discount on
might get some of this, actually.
our
This
website to
looks
celebrate.
good.
That's www.deathbattle.gg.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive Death Battle merch, the whole episode archive, including episodes not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. And if you sign up today, you can use our code DB200 to get 20% off.
You can only grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off your website membership as soon as you can.
Where else are you gonna find such absolute cinema? No, really, we made an absolute cinema desk mat that's on the store. Cool as fuck.
Okay, when it comes to me, when it comes to sponsors, right, I won't show your sponsor, but if you're plugging your own merch like this, I will allow it.
All right, the combatants are set.
You guys can be
and we've run the
creative,
data
like
through
that.
all
That's
possibilities.
creative.
It's time for a scythe battle!
Okay.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out. Hi! Who are you looking for? Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for you. Your boyfriend turns into a scythe. Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
Oh damn, this music go hard.
What lies moves are sick, but too slow for my Meister.
You haven't seen anything yet! Focus. She's quick, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Regiment!
Whoa. Oh, this is really cool. Holy hell.
Try helping out.
Relax.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress!
Soul Adagio!
Ruby!
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
Damn.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Called it. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom.
Been searching all along, confessing while alone and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at Boost Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what's not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter at Boost Masquerade, heart in both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide. have to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing.
Yeah, what happened?
Will it always be burning down the
Weird.
walls
Alright, time to see the explanation.
for me to
Let me finish up here.
I'm a
Because I was not planning to stream today. I did not know.
Rest in peace, Ruby. But hey, it's not often you get to see scythe-on-scythe action like that.
That's
Let's break
true.
this down
We
with the
don't
four
get a lot of
categories
that in
best represent
fiction,
this match.
surprisingly enough.
First, strength.
How
Or a
powerful.
supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But
Yeah.
Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains.
Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city.
Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast, that's a 366 kiloton bomb.
It's possible Ruby's own aura possesses a similar level of, say, energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did.
Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
Putting Asura's strikes at 2 quadrillion tons of TNT, over 5 billion times higher than Vine.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
Maka
thought.
takes strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little gal. Maka kept up with Blackstar, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom.
Who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That speed feat was like, the fuck was she gonna do? They have faster reaction time.
Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on
What?
top of that 42%, making
Didn't know
her
that.
well past light speed.
Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed.
This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie.
Huh.
And their speed would be
I didn't
key
think
to
of that.
winning in skill.
Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's scythery.
That's not a word.
Maka's scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her. As a Meister, she was mostly a guide.
It's easy to assume that Ruby's scythery was superior. She's entirely
Yeah.
self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon.
Soul's own control is still
Yeah,
a factor
I'd
here, but
say
it
that
doesn't
so.
change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got scythery in the bag.
Perhaps this edge would be
Powers
enough for
is
Ruby to
straight
avoid
up
Maka's far greater
Maka,
strength
because
if she had the better.
Basically permanent paralysis, better, more AoE range, and yeah, and being able to basically sync with, like, the music analogy is kind of perfect for this. Being synced up perfectly is
Powers.
almost
So,
impressive.
Aura's really cool. Barriers, healing, superpowers, and so on. But it's got one big weakness.
It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers.
Yeah.
Petal Burst, activating dust, even powering up Crescent Rose takes juice and some aura. Once it's gone, Ruby's totally vulnerable.
And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul.
And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had
Yeah.
lots of ways to break through Ruby's aura, like Soul Adagio.
And since Maka is exceptionally gifted at examining souls, she could definitely figure out how aura works.
But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her anti-grim eye beams? Turns out they were actually her best secret weapon.
The negative power of Grim is quite similar to Madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect.
But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance.
Yeah.
Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, because when
Yeah.
she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust.
The winners are Maka Albarn and Soul Evan.
That was a stomp in my eyes. Holy hell, that was a big ol' stomp. I feel bad though because, well, to be fair, Ruby on the channel has been, in my opinion, a bit biased because they were with Rooster Teeth for a bit. But there's a lot of fights that I just straight up didn't like. Yeah. There's only one, which was, what was it, Whis versus Mitsuru for Persona, which is, I really thought, I think that was the most my opinion of a tie, but but I think that was before Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, when that kind of boosted Personas a tiny bit, but yeah. So yeah, well, looking at it with time, Mitsuru would have beaten Whis, but still.
Wait, his name is Soul Evans? Next time on Death Battle.
Who is it? Blade versus Buffy. Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for...
Wait, is this live action? Wait. Damn. Okay,
Subscribe and join
we're covering
as a member
that one.
to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I am watching Buffy soon, by the way. I want that known. I'm watching Buffy soon. So, I'm gonna be spoiled on Buffy on that day. I better speedrun watching Buffy in 3 weeks. Okay.
Please don't take off my mask, mighty sky.
Well, thanks for joining the short, man. I just wanted to cover it as quickly as possible because I did not know it was coming out today. Well, I should have known because they come out on Sundays or Saturdays. I thought it was going to come out yesterday. I'm like, it didn't come out yesterday, so I'm just going to do some other stuff then. And I was not planning to stream today. I was really not into it. I was not into streaming today. I am streaming on Wednesday, though. Wednesday's the big day. Alright, see ya.